Hello student, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will solve one question from NCERT. So let me explain the question first. Here I wrote the question from NCERT book only, that I am going to explain it. Lokesh and Azad are partners sharing profit in the ratio of 3:2 with capital of rupees 50,000 and 30,000 respectively. So in the last video also I told you, first of all you have to see what is the profit sharing ratio and what is their capital. That also you have to calculate, you have to see whether it is opening capital or closing capital. So nothing it is mentioned, so we have to consider it as opening capital. Interest on capital is agreed to be paid at the rate of 6% per annum. Clear? Means that is interest on capital is agreed to be paid, means agreed means that is according to the partnership deed. Azad is allowed a salary of rupees 2,500 per annum. Clear? Azad is allowed a salary of rupees 2,500 per annum. Per annum means yearly. He will get 2,500. During the year 2016-17, the profit prior to the calculation of interest on capital, prior means before calculation of interest on capital, but after charging Azad salary, after charging Azad salary but before charging interest on capital, that means Azad को सैलरी देने का बाद एंड इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल चार्ज करने से पहले अमाउंटेड रुपीज हाउ मच 12,500. फिर लिखा है ए प्रोविजन ऑफ 5% ऑफ प्रॉफिट इज टू बी मेड इन रेस्पेक्ट ऑफ मैनेजर्स कमीशन. देखो ए प्रोविजन मीन्स इट इज मेंशन वट एवर विद द प्रॉफिट इट विल बी मेड ड्यूरिंग द ईयर 5% it will be given as manager's commission. So before that also I told you manager commission, that means we have to show in the profit and loss account, not in the profit and loss appropriation account. Then it is mentioned prepare profit and loss appropriation account and partners capital account. Clear? So first of all we have to calculate what is the total amount of profit during the year. This is their very important sentence. Profit earned during the year 12,500 before calculation of interest on capital but after charging Azad salary. What is the amount of Azad salary? Azad salary is 2,500. That means Azad को 2,500 सैलरी देने का बाद प्रॉफिट कितना है 12,500. But it is mentioned from the total profit manager commission will be calculated. This is the problem of this question. This is the tricks of these questions. So first of all we have to calculate what is the profit. So you can write by profit how much, by gross profit you can write by profit how much it is. You see now 12,500 profit after charging Azad salary plus Azad salary 2,500. That means the total profit is 15,000. Let me explain again. This is important, I told you. Prior to the calculation of interest on capital means interest on capital calculation करने से पहले, but after charging Azad salary, Azad का सैलरी देने का बाद means so what is the total profit? Azad का सैलरी 2,500 था, 2,500 उसको देने के बाद प्रॉफिट कितना था 12,500. मीन्स टोटल प्रॉफिट कितना 12,500 प्लस 2,500, तो साल भर में प्रॉफिट कितना हुआ था 15,000. क्वेश्चन बोल रहा है जितना भी प्रॉफिट होता है उसका 5% मैनेजर कमीशन. सो यू राइट इट हियर टू मैनेजर्स कमीशन, टू मैनेजर्स कमीशन. हाउ मच 15,000 5%. So it will be 750. Clear? Remaining it will transfer to profit and loss appropriation account. Profit and loss appropriation account. Appropriation account. Clear? It will be 14,250. Means total profit was 15,000. Out of 15,000, 750 it will be given as commission to the manager. So remaining how much amount it will be available for the partners for interest on capital, for salary. Clear? So you will write it here, that means 15,000. Here you will write it. The balancing figure 14,250 it will be transferred to the profit and loss appropriation account. So without preparation of profit and loss account also you can write it here, but for your better understanding I prepare it separately. So first of all, in this question, first of all you will calculate the total profit of the year. Clear? After चार्जिंग, दैट मीन्स आफ्टर अलाउइंग सैलरी टू आज़ाद, आज़ाद को सैलरी देने का बाद प्रॉफिट कितना 12,500. तो पहला स्टेप है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल विल कैलकुलेट द टोटल प्रॉफिट. इसीलिए इसको हम लोग कैलकुलेशन करेंगे, बिकॉज फ्रॉम द टोटल प्रॉफिट वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट द मैनेजर कमीशन. So manager commission is 750. What is the net profit? That means it is available 14,250. From that now we will allow interest on capital. So here you will write first that amount you will transfer here. So here I wrote it, profit and loss appropriation account for the year ended 31st March 2017. That you have to write it, for which accounting you are preparing, that you have to mention it. Then debit, credit, particulars amount you will write it. So this is the format. So first you will write it by profit and loss account. By profit and loss account. Clear? Here you will write it 14,250. Clear? Then here you will write to interest on capital. To interest on partners capital. Interest on capital account. Clear? So how much Lokesh is getting? Lokesh. What is it? That means capital 50,000. 50,000 interest on capital is 6%. So it will how much? 3,000. And Azad, how much Azad will get it? Azad capital is 30,000. 30,000 6%. It will be 1,800. So it will be how much? 4,800. Clear? Then you will write to partner's salary. You will write to partner's salary. Partner's salary. Azad. Remember one, you have to show it here, you have to mention it here, because you have calculated the total profit, because his salary already we have added it here. So whenever you will prepare the profit and loss appropriation account, you have to show it on the debit side of the profit and loss appropriation account. And 2,500. Clear? So now you will calculate what is the profit available for the partners. You write profit transferred to partners capital account. Profit transferred to partners capital account. Partners capital account. So how much profit it is available? First you will calculate. Available profit is 14,250. From 14,250 interest on capital it will be given 4,900. And Azad salary will be 2,500. So remaining how much profit it is available, so you have to mention it here. Balancing figure 14,250. From 14,250 you have to minus it. How much it is, you see now? So 6,950 it is available for the partner. That means, and profit sharing ratio is 3:2. So you have to write it here. How much Lokesh is getting? You will calculate it here, and Azad is getting. So 6,950. You see now 6,950. Ratio is 3:2. 3:2. That means Lokesh will get 3/5. 5 from here will get it, 3 plus 2, 5. Clear? So Lokesh here will be 3/5. So 5 will divide it. $4,170. Lokesh will get it. 4,170. Lokesh will get it. And what is the share of Azad? 6,950 into 2/5. Clear? So it will be 1,390 into 2. Clear? So if you add it, means the share of Lokesh is 4,170 and Ajad 2780. You add it 6950. So you'll write it here. What is the share of Ajad? 2780. Clear? So after preparing profit and loss appropriation account, you have to prepare the partner's capital account. So let me explain how to prepare the partner's capital account. So I have already drawn the format. So on that format, I will explain it how to prepare the partner's capital account. So I mentioned it here, partner's capital account. You will write it debit, credit, particulars, name of the partners, Lokesh Ajad, you will write it. First, partner's capital account, first of all you will write opening capital. So you will write by balance VD. Balance VD. What is the balance VD? What is the opening capital of Lokesh and Ajad? What is the capital of Lokesh? That is 50,000 and 30,000. So you will write it here 50,000 and 30,000. By interest on capital. How much interest on capital? Interest on capital. How much it is provided? 6% interest on capital account. So you write it here, that means 3,000 and 1,800 interest on capital. By partner's salary. Partner's salary. Who is getting the salary? Ajad. 2,500. You will write it here. Clear? 2,500 you write it here. What is the, that means profit, divisible profit. From the divisible profit, how much Lokesh is getting, how much Ajad is getting. So by you write profit and loss appropriation account. Profit and loss appropriation account. Appropriation account. Profit and loss appropriation account. How much? That means we have calculated already 4,170 and another is we have calculated 2,780. 2,780. That we have already calculated it here. That 4,170, 2,780. That amount you write it here. Clear? And no information about the drawing or interest on drawing, so no need to write anything. Simply you will, that means add it, and that you will write the balance sheet. So you will write it here, that will be 57,117, and here you will write it 37,080. So you will write it here, to balance CD. To balance CD. Balance CD you will write 57,170 and 37,080. Clear? So 57,170, 37,080. Clear? So this is all about the preparation of partners capital account and profit and loss account and profit and loss appropriation account. Profit and loss account, it is not asked, but for your better understanding I explain it. Clear? So in the next video again I will explain more questions from the NCERT.